They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, here's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a party now. Hey, 59, ready. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, express.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
March 59. Hey, South. Got it. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Come on, let's go. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run here with John Kelly. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch 54. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Kill. 8.
The shotgun snap for Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 23.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. Stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey, 73 yards. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Josh Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10, Newton again. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shit. 20. Shit.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Adrian Claiborne has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
From the 31, Ryan buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
51. Check 59.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
51, Tom! 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Double dog.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Hey, check. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, wahoo!
Begin to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan fights him off. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Here's Newton. And he slides to avoid the hit. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now Newton on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll try the air now with Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here we go, D. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 50. Hey!
On first and 10, Newton. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready? 20.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10.
Gun. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Hey, check.
From the gun, Newton. And it out. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the barn. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
20. Mike's by 4. Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Chris Lance. Mike, check, 59.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight end left. 4 down. Space. Hey, white. 51, sub. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's get off the field, D. Let him go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Gerald McCoy in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
21. Check, 59. Hey, I'm coming. Check 59, Mike is 59.
Operating from the gun, Ryan is going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go.
Their own 11-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Switch up. He's checking. Crash.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Check. Watch 54. 8. Mike 54.
Newton on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And the Panther
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's Newton now on second down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Carolina.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check 43.
On 1st down, this is Adams. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run again with Adams. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 61 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Jim.
Again, here's Adams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Set. 780. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey.
On 2nd down now. It's Kelly. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Gun. Jarrett on the stop. 2 yards on the play. And a Panther first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Tack McKinley in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Newton to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Watch the screen. Gun. Mike 54. Okay.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
No.
Play action. It's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check.
To throw again. Newton. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter play. Now Newton. Flushed out right. He may try and Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, seam 6.
Now it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
51, Sam!
Now Ryan on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Mario Addison, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Right there.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check. Got it.
Be ready. Mike 5-4.
Ryan. He completes it to Jones. 23 yards the pickup there. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now Ryan. Caught by Sanu. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Great.
They'll run it here with Adams. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Newton. Flush to his right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. The shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tack McKinley in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Newton. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
20. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You know what it is?
From the gun, Newton escaping the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Kellen, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And the Panther 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They snap it to Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Great. Right there. 54, right there. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Newton now to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.